Hi everyone, it's Paddy here from arithmetichub.com, thanking you for choosing this video, but reminding you that whilst this is one method to solve questions like this, it's not the only method. With that being said, let's explore this concept a little bit further.
Hiya everyone, so this time what we're having a look at is converting mixed numbers to improper fractions. Now a mixed number is something that looks like this. 2 and 2/5. You've got your whole and you've got your fraction. An improper fraction is something that looks like, for example, this, 5/4, because your numerator is greater than your denominator, so you have more than a whole, because if we had 4/4, that would be a whole. 5/4, it's more than a whole, which is why it's an improper fraction. It's improper because there's more than a whole. Here we can see there's more than a whole as well. There's more than a whole because we've got 2 wholes and 2/5. So when we're converting from mixed numbers to improper fractions, let's start by having a look at the method for this. There's 3 steps to this method. The first step says what we need to do is multiply the whole by the denominator. Then we need to add the numerator to your answer, and finally the answer to step 2 is your numerator for your improper fraction, but the denominator is going to stay the same. So let's have a look at these key bits of information that we need here for these types of questions. We need to know what the whole is. Here we've got the whole 2 and 2/5, okay? We've got the numerator, which is the number on top of the fraction, and the denominator, which is the number on the bottom of the fraction, okay? So let's have a look at our method to try and answer this first question. So convert 2 and 2/5 to an improper fraction. So we start off by multiplying the whole by the denominator. So we would do 2 times 5. Our whole is 2, our denominator is 5. 2 times 5 is going to give us 10. Okay, so that's our first step. Our second step says add the numerator to your answer. So our answer was 10, wasn't it? And our numerator is 2. 10 add 2 is going to give us 12. The third part of the method says the answer to step 2, which is 12, is your new numerator. The denominator stays the same. So your numerator is going to be 12, which is the answer to step 2, and your denominator is going to stay the same. Our denominator is 5, so it stays the same. And what might help us here might be to write on our steps for each of these different parts. So, step 1, multiply the whole by the denominator. Let's go through it again. The whole times the denominator. 2 times 5 gave us 10. Step 2, add the numerator to your answer. The numerator is 2. Our answer to the first step was 10. 10 add 2 is going to give us 12. The third step, the answer to step 2, which was 12, is your numerator. The denominator is always going to stay the same. Well, the denominator was 5, so our denominator is going to stay as 5. The answer to step 2 was 12, so our answer is going to be 12/5. Now let's have a look at this following the same method again. So we need to know what our whole is, what our numerator is, and what our denominator is. 6 is our whole, 3 is our numerator, 10 is our denominator. So, first step, let's multiply the whole by the denominator. So, 6 times 10. Our whole is 6, our denominator is 10. 6 times 10 is going to give us 60. Okay? Add the numerator to your answer is step 2. So for step 2, we need to add the numerator to our answer. So our answer was 60 and our numerator is 3. So all we would do is 60 add 3, which is going to give us 63. Step 3 says now what we need to do is use our answer to step 2 as our numerator. So our answer to step 2 was 63 and our denominator stays the same. So our denominator was 10, so our denominator is going to stay the same. Okay? And that's how we do mixed numbers to improper fractions.
If you found this video useful, then I would massively appreciate